Good morning, students. Welcome you all for new academic year. You are coming to the new academic year, third year, BTech, first semester. I myself, Shesh Shekhar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Vigyan Institute of Information Technologies. This semester, I am going to deal with the data mining techniques. So, hope everyone completed your database management system in the 2-2 semester. Next part of the subject is you are going to learn that data mining concepts. Before going to learn the course, we are going to view the what is we are going to learn entire course and why we should learn the data mining concepts. What you are going to learn, what is the objective of the course. In this course, you are going to learn about various pre-processing techniques and visualization techniques which are we are going to perform on the huge amount of data and how we are going to store the huge amount of data on data warehouse and what is the architecture of the data warehouse and how we are going to extract, that means how to retrieve, like how we are going to do the SQL queries on database. Similarly, what are the techniques or tools we are going to use it to retrieve the information from the data warehouse. And once you are getting the data, what are the various mining techniques or algorithms we are going to apply on the extracted data from the data warehouse, and that is why we are going to learn about the various data mining techniques like classification, regression, association rules and clustering concepts. Okay. This is about our course of data mining techniques. Now, what is the main theme or objective to learn these concepts where we are going to apply them? The first one is we have to understand the architecture of the data warehouse and various tools for the data warehouse to extract the information. We need to understand, and we have to understand how we are going to process the data with help of the pre-processing techniques. Once you are getting the data, what are the various visualization tools we are going to apply to view the results. Then we are going to study about various algorithms as I mentioned here, classification, regression and association rules. Those we are going to learn to extract hidden or interesting patterns from the data warehouse. Then finally, we need to understand where we have to apply these all classification and clustering techniques from the huge amount of data. This is the main theme of the our subject, data mining techniques. So, this is the main objective, why should we learn of data mining techniques. This is the base concept for the data scientist jobs. Nowadays, we are very familiar everywhere AI, ML and data scientist jobs available. The foundation course is the data mining techniques. Now, here to study any course, we should need to follow some standard textbooks. Here, the textbooks which are included in our syllabus, Introduction to Data Mining by Vipin Kumar and very famous textbook, Data Mining Concepts and Techniques by Michael Camber. These two textbooks are needed and also covers entire our syllabus. These two textbooks covers entire our course. And along with that, we are not restricted with these textbooks. We should also learn some extra things from the reference books. Here, one of the reference book is Data Warehouse and Data Mining by OLAP by the Stephen Smith, and Data Mining Applications, Hang Dubu. These are the two famous textbooks which are used to learn additional things which are not included in our regular course. So, these four textbooks are important for to learn the data mining techniques. and entire our course is covered from these two textbooks. And for additional information, to practice more, to learn more concepts, more examples, we go with these textbooks also. So don't restrict with these two textbooks. Okay. Now, what's our course contains? We have a 5 units included in our data mining techniques. The first unit deals with the fundamentals of the data mining. What is data mining? Where we have to use need of data mining, and what are the various tools, basic tools we are going to apply, and what are the visualization techniques we are going to use to view the output, and how we are going to separate or identify between two data. That means identifying the similarity between the two data or dissimilarity between the two items or data. That's we are going to learn in the unit 1. Coming to the unit 2, this is a very important unit. This contains the 2 parts. First part is the data preprocessing. It's very essential. Without knowing the data preprocessing concepts, we cannot extract any data, because nowadays we are getting the data very huge in size and there is no proper format. So that's what we are going to do. We have to make a proper format. That's why we have to learn about the data preprocessing concept. In this, we are going to learn, in data preprocessing, we have 4 stages: cleaning, data integration, reduction, transformation, discretization. So the concepts. Once you learn about these things, that means we have a used data, we cleaned it, then data is ready. Where we have to store? Then we go with the learning about the what is the architecture of the data warehouse. What is the format we are going to store the data in the available data in proper format, and structure of the data, and what is the multidimensional model. Okay. Now, coming to the third unit, here actual concepts will comes, data mining concept will comes. So how we are going to, once we have enough data, then we have to do the analysis or segregation. Then we go with the classification concepts, classifying the data into the where based on the requirement we are going to classify, and based on the need of the things or business we are going to classify the data, and we are going to apply the various classification algorithms. One of the most important is decision tree. Decision tree is very important, and the IBS algorithm. We are going to use these methods. We are going to learn the unit 3. Unit 4, very interesting concepts. Every day in day-to-day life, we are observing any supermarket. When we are visiting, there is a combo offers. When you are purchasing one item, they said if you are purchasing more than 2, you will get 30% discount. Or you want to purchase one item, you can also purchase this one. We can observe in the many multiplex theaters, like drink with popcorns. Combo means increasing the sales, how the customer associated or related. This is how the interesting of the pattern or interesting of the customer. That is with help of the association concepts. Here we are having 2 algorithms: FE growth algorithm, frequent pattern algorithm, and a prior algorithms. These 2 are very important. So these 2 are based on these 2 algorithms, we are going to identify the relation among the 2 entities or 2 items, how they are correlated each other. With these 2 algorithms, we are going to identify the association rules. Okay. Now, final unit 5. Here we are going to discuss about clustering concepts. Now, whenever we are having a huge data without any naming, we don't know, because we are getting the data in various formats, and sometimes data may not have any identity, in the sense any label or naming. At the time, how we are going to make together or separate, that is the way how we are going to do the clustering concepts. We are having the various clustering methods. We are going to apply, very popular is the k-mean algorithm. you are heard already most of the students are learned the various the online tools, online courses. During online courses, you are aware about the K-mean clustering concepts. That means whenever we are having the unlabeled data, no name for the data or content, then how we are going to identify or group, then we go with the clustering concepts. Okay. This is about entire our unit, entire about data mining techniques concepts. Unit 1 about the basic fundamentals, visualization and data similarity, dissimilarity, data pre-processing, architecture of the data warehouse, classification techniques, association rules, clustering. Okay. Now, today what we are going to learn, what is data mining, need of data mining, what are the various stages involved in the data mining process, and applications of the data mining. So, today we are going to learn about definition of the data mining, purpose, need of data mining, what are the various stages, how we are going to do the data processing, data mining processing and various applications. Okay. Now, first one is what is data mining? So, data mining, so you can find mining statement. So, everyone aware about that, mining gold mines. That means extracting from huge rocks, trying to identify or extracting the gold from the huge rocks. So, similarly here we are having the huge data. We are going to extracting required data from the relevant or result or targeted pattern. So, we have to identify or extract which is not available from the data. We are going to extracting the needed data. So, data mining process is nothing but the process of extracting the information which is need, which is hidden, which is useful. Based on that, we are going to take a decision making based on the available data. This is what data mining means. Here, like how the gold mining is doing, data mining also we are digging the huge amount of data, not huge in the sense, not in terms of gigabytes. Nowadays, data is very vast in size, terabytes to petabytes and gigabytes is moving very huge in size. From that, getting the unknown value, unknown information is very difficult. That's why the data mining is very important to finding the useful data and required patterns. Based on that, we are taking the good decision. So, from this definition, we can identify that very key points. Data mining nothing but the extracting from the data. We have a huge data, we need to extract the hidden pattern, hidden result or hidden data. That is second key point. Pattern nothing but outcome, that means what we are expecting, what is the result. Finally, we are going to take a decision, that means we are going to extract required data, required pattern from the hidden data. Finally, based on the pattern, we take a decision to improve any business or to enhance the performance of the organization. We are trying to do data mining concepts. This is the basic definition. Data mining nothing but the extracting of the hidden information to take a good decision to enhance the performance of the organization or enhance the profits of the organization. Now, see, once you are getting the huge amount of data, we are trying to do the visual outputs in terms of the various visualization, because nowadays a layman can understand a simple visualization of graphs. Without knowing the background information, you can able to understand, okay, what is the spending amount of the central government when our budget is releasing, or based on that, okay, 10,000 crores spending inflow is 11,000 crores. That means only 1,000 crores are profit. That means a layman can able to understand with help of the graphical representation. That means finally once we are getting the output, once we are getting the pattern, required pattern, the output will be displayed in a visualization pattern. Then only it's able to take a right decision by the higher authority to enhance the improvement of the organization. Okay. Now, second thing is need of data mining. Why we are going? So, definition simply we define is that extracting the hidden data from the huge information to find the hidden pattern, giving the good decision, to make a good decision. Now, the data. Now, just I told we are having the huge data, terabytes to petabytes of data, terabytes to petabytes of data. Generally, in olden days, we have file size of like 10 KB. Now, everyone simply hard disk, whenever I am asking any student, simply you are saying that my hard disk size is 1 terabyte minimum, and everyone trying for the store huge data, minimum of everyone maintaining the personal hard disk size of 2 to 5 terabytes of hard disks, and that too external, not internal. Everyone having their own laptops, but they are maintaining the external hard disk to store the huge amount of data. Now, how data is coming? So, we are having the various automated collection, data collection tools, sensors. So, sensors, whenever we are moving in our mobile app, see, we are going, nowadays health is very important. That's why we are trying to include, we are trying to add the health related apps. The mobile having the some sensors, based on those sensors, that is able to count how many steps, how many calories you burn today. That means analysis. Based on that, you are trying to, that means automated data collection tools. And that data is, based on that, you are going to trying to take a decision. Okay, today I walk for 10 kilometers. So, I am trying to make it more. If you need, I am trying to lose the weight or more active. That means automated data, automatically we are getting the various sensors. At the same time, nowadays, best example is the Google Maps. Whenever I am moving Google Maps, Gmaps, whenever I am moving, I don't have a route in a new location, simply I am giving the starting and destination. It's showing the direction and also saying that it's showing the starting point to destination. Suppose this is 5 km, this 5 km of distance, and also it's showing the some alternative way with a less traffic, even though it's a 6 km suppose example. So, we are trying to prefer less time, even though it's a distance more. There is no traffic, obviously we are trying to divert, move the location. That means the traffic signals will be captured by the Google Maps and analyze, giving the immediate, within a fraction of seconds, we are able to take a decision and diverting the routes. If there is any traffic signals, obviously it's showing the different colors. Like we are observing the colors of the lines, red, orange, blue. In the sense, you can everyone experience this. Red in the sense more traffic in that area, like orange moderate, blue we can move, or green we can move freely. That means we are able to take a decision based on the automated data collections. We are taking a decision, and at the same time for a business, we have a lot of nowadays everyone doing the lot of business shopping malls, online transactions, stock markets, everywhere we are getting a lot of information from the various data from the websites or e-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, e-commerce portals, transactions, day-to-day transactions, banking sector, and stock market. It's a time series data. Lot of information is generating, not in terms of the petabytes, zettabytes. Now, so at the same time, just now we discussed remote sensing, that is Google Maps or satellite maps. Just a minute. Google Maps and satellite maps. From that, we are getting the lot of information, and everyone nowadays looking e-paper, newspapers, these photos. We are more enthusiastic to take a selfies and post it into the groups. Automatically, data is increasing. Suppose whenever we are having the one group with 100 members, my image size is 1 KB. Suppose I am posting to the groups, automatically 100 members downloading the 1 KB, 100 KB within a fraction of seconds. The size is 1 to 100 KB. Increase it in the respect to their accounts. Individually 1, but cumulatively it's 100. Within a fraction of seconds, it increases 1 to 100. If the size is 1 MB, 100 MB. That means within a fraction of seconds, huge data is increasing. Now, that means we are having the huge amount of data. But knowledge, we need streaming of knowledge. We are trying to extract the required data to take a right decision. The best example is here our Google Map example. Now, as per our discussion, just whenever we are having the lot of transactions, we are getting the day-to-day transactions. We are as a supermarket or stock market, we are getting a lot of data. At the same time, as our example, Google Maps, we are getting the satellite information. So, huge amount of data we are having. We need to do the mining operations. That means we are having the huge data, but sometimes without having the stronger knowledge or to take a decision, we need some mechanism to process this huge data which is generated every second. We are having huge data. So, we need to have a mechanism or a method or approach to analyze thing. That is why we are moving towards the data mining. Means data mining here, need of data mining nothing but the as our definition, extracting the hidden pattern from the huge data. So, where we are getting the huge data? We are getting the huge data from the various shopping malls or stock markets or satellite informations or websites. These are various sources of the data in terms of the terabytes to petabytes. Now, we need to a method or a classification or a decision making need to be done. For that, we are going to learn about the data mining concepts. Whenever we are having huge data, to take a good decision to enhance this performance, then we need algorithms, that is data mining concepts, extracting the hidden patterns.